Hello, Namaskaram. Today we are going to talk about the second text in the first chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. So, yesterday we saw the first text where Dhritarashtra was asking Sanjaya to tell him what is going on in the battlefield when Pandavas and Kauravas have assembled ready for the battle. So, Sanjaya Uvacha Drishtvathu Pandavanikam Vyudam Duryodhanastha Acharyam Upasangamya Raja Vachanam Abhravit. So, O king, and this is all said by Sanjaya, so that's what Sanjaya Uvacha means. O king, after looking over the army arranged in military formation by the sons of Pandu, King Duryodhana goes to his teacher and says the following. So this is quite interesting, and I was reminded of a story that I had read a few years back in Mahabharata, where when it is declared that there is going to be a war and it is going to be in Kurukshetra, the Pandavas and the Kauravas decide to get help from the Yadavas. Krishna being one of the Yadava kings and the leader of the Yadavas, Duryodhana goes quickly to Dwaraka to get support from the Yadavas. And incidentally, on the same day, Arjuna also goes to Dwaraka seeking support from Krishna. So at that time, Krishna was supposed to have been having a nap, and Duryodhana goes and waits next to his bedside near where Krishna's head is, and Arjuna goes and waits near Krishna's feet. So as soon as Krishna wakes up, he first sees Arjuna, and then he sees Duryodhana. So Krishna then asks both of them, he treats them both with the same level of respect and hospitality, and then he asks them what they want and what they had in mind, what brought them to Dwaraka. So then he gives the chance for Arjuna to ask for whatever he came for first, and he cites two reasons for that. The first reason is that Duryodhana's argument was that he should get the turn first because he arrived at Dwaraka before Arjuna. And Krishna says, you are right, Duryodhana, you did arrive earlier than Arjuna. However, you came and stood next to my bed, rather behind my head, and that showed your ego. Whereas Arjuna, rather in a surrendering gesture, he stood next to my feet. So thereby, it shows his humility, and he gets the opportunity to ask for what he came for first. And the other reason he cites is that Arjuna is younger than Duryodhana, so he gets an opportunity. So it is a difficult situation for the Yadavas because both Duryodhana and the Pandavas and the Kauravas want their support. Krishna then consulted with Balarama. Balarama decided after a lot of debate that he's going to be neutral, and he went away on a pilgrimage during the war so that he did not get involved in this at all. Whereas Krishna did not want to do that. So he had an offer, and he said, one of you can have my army, which is the Narayani Sena, as it was called, and one of you will have me, Krishna himself. But Krishna also said he would not use a weapon. He will not lift any weapon. He will not fight the battle, but he will only be there for them. And that's the condition that he laid. When this offer was made to Arjuna, Arjuna was very quick to pick Krishna because he wanted the moral support of Krishna in the battle. And Duryodhana was extremely happy to get the Narayani Sena, which is quite a mighty army in itself. So they both were very happy with the choices they made and what they got back from their visit to Dwaraka. So I was reminded of this story because imagine when Duryodhana would have come to the battlefield and seen the Pandava army, which is there in military formation. Obviously they would have their vyuham and strategies and tact and all that in place. So when they had that, it might have dawned on Duryodhana that these are actually formidable enemies, although their army itself may not be as big as Kauravas, um, obviously because Kaurava have more allies, and including the Narayani Sena. So when Duryodhana approaches his teachers to discuss whatever, there is a possibility that he was a bit anxious, maybe he was a bit worried, and he wanted to discuss the strategy. But I think we will also find out whether it was just the worry, or was he also in a way um, miffed with their teachers, because after all his teachers were Pandavas' teachers as well, and one of the reasons why the Pandavas are so powerful is because they've been taught well. Not to mention they've learnt well as well. So from now to the next few verses, it will be about what Duryodhana spoke to his teacher. That's what we'll be seeing in the next coming days. So before I wrap up on this one, I'll just repeat the slogam again. Drishthathu Pandavanikam Vyudam Duryodhanasthatha Acharya Mupasangamya Raja Vachanam Abhravit. So I'll come back with the next sloka. Until then, thank you.